Feature Friday.
The freshest. Okay, so this is our first time checking a Mirriam Eka cover by herself, and I
Nice.
am super excited because I adored her stuff with Vresa, and I just think this is really cool.
Let's
This
give it
is
a go.
Noah featuring Momo GEISHA, Cobalah
Mengerti.
Thank you, bro. Anyways, I apologize for the murdering.
Don't know
of
why
the
you
name.
thank me. I could have absolutely murdered that as well.
You sounded very confident. So
Apparently,
I'll take that.
though, my Indonesian words of Indonesian pronunciation of Indonesian words, because we speak Spanish, it's not so bad. But yeah, so maybe just pronounce it as if you would in Spanish.
Okay,
I think that's a tip. And English is the third official language of Indonesia, not the second.
So they have Bahasa as their
the first.
official first language.
Second, I have
Indonesia.
forgotten. I will revisit that comment, but the third is English.
Nice. So it's not as common as we think it is to speak in
But it
English.
does get taught in schools.
Ah, nice. How cool. That's very cool. All right.
Cobalah Mengerti. Mengerti.
Oh, I love that studio. I have the same microphone.
She's quite young as well. I think she's only 19.
Isn't she lovable?
Yeah, what the hell? We have the
Doesn't
same
she
mic.
has like the same lovable face?
Seems very friendly, yeah.
Aku takkan pernah berhenti, akan terus
Memahami.
masih terus berpikir.
You see, berfikir is kind of similar how you would do it in Spanish.
Memaksa atau berdarah untuk
That's so cool.
itu asalkan
So I'm guessing this would be Bahasa?
Yeah,
Would this
maybe
be?
because they also speak Javanese.
Javanese, right, of course.
So I don't know, but the way she's pronouncing vowels in here is very similar to how we pronounce vowels in Spanish. So a, e, o, u rather than a, e, I. You know,
So let me just check. Noah,
featuring Momo GEISHA.
Momo. So it says, this is the right, Cobalah Mengerti? Yeah. I will never stop. Will always understand. Still thinking. If you have to force or bleed. If you have to force, and then there's a few missing words, or bleed for you, whatever it is, as long as you try to accept me, and you only have to receive and don't have to comprehend and don't have to think, just have to understand. I breathe for you, so please stay here and start to accept me. Please try to understand all of this in search of meaning. Forever will never stop, wanting to feel this longing to become one. Let time separate, and there's a lot of words missing. And I guess it's a very rough translation given the conjugation of certain things and errors. And you only have to receive and don't have to comprehend and don't have to think. And that kind of repeats itself. So kind of we have a rough idea. I know some of you do watch from places which you obviously don't speak either Javanese or Bahasa. So that's as good as I can do. But I'm sure if someone does have a better translation, they'll drop it down in the comments below.
Definitely.
For everyone.
I'll pin it on the comments for anyone out there who wants to understand a little bit more about the song.
Like
But
us.
I really like her sweetness, and the sweet tonality that she naturally possesses is so good.
Dan kamu hanya perlu
But the H is a ha.
dan tak harus memahami dan tak harus berpikir, hanya perlu mengerti.
Mengerti.
Nafas untukmu
Such a beautiful melody to her voice.
Turn it up.
dan mulai menerimaku. Coba
Also,
Ah, they
C is
say
a
C,
cho.
semua ini mencari
So C is a chest, right?
selamanya takkan berhenti.
What a beautiful melody, though.
But still, the H's are silent in the middle. Sometimes, so berenti, she said, not berhenti.
Berhenti.
Oh, God, okay. Okay.
Language, bro. Language is so beautiful in so many different ways.
But it's also interesting. The reason why we're so focused on language, especially given how new we are to the Indonesian music scene, I would recommend everyone who is new to the channel to check out the 2 podcasts we have done on Indonesian artists. Truly amazing, and it's just the beginning for us, really, because they have such a huge plethora of artists.
Yeah.
But the reason why we're so focused on the language is simply because finding out music from different parts of the world and seeing phonetically how they vary, and how different music industries have different tendencies given the language, and they shine at different things because of the language. Like, for example, Tagalog is no wonder in the Philippines why ballads and R&B are so popular over there. It's given the natural melodic nature of the language. In Korea, no wonder rap sounds so good because of the natural percussive nature of the language. In French, in France, French has a very distinctive
rhythmicality to it.
To pronunciation of words. In Spanish, no wonder ballads work so well, given the natural romanticism of the language.
The sing-songy aspects of the language itself.
So here is very peculiar because Indonesian is like this
it's a
mixture between so many different things. So
in the basis of the language itself, because you have a lot of breathiness to certain words because of the use of H's, right? The H sound coming through it. But then you also have a lot of percussiveness and cut through half of the syllables with the really prominent T's and K's. And even though the plosives aren't the main source of focus in the language itself, you get really prominent cuts between the airflow in the Indonesian language itself. It's really fascinating. I think it's a very important point to highlight when you're discovering worldwide music, because it enhances the listening experience by tenfold when you try to when you begin to understand the dynamics of the language itself.
Yeah,
it's just really cool.
It sounds beautiful, dude.
Absolutely stunning.
The language sounds so cool. So Jotas J is in English.
She's got absolutely stunning melody to her vocal tonality. I know it was very well expressed and very well showcased in the
exploited in the sing-offs, right? Yeah.
It really nicely exploited, because she's got that really sweet edge to her vocal tonality. But in this environment, this is like her playground.
Yeah.
You know, it really is like, this is your genre.
This is what we imagined as well, where she might shine the most. Is sort of ballads.
Yeah.
Piano-based ballads like this, soft,
acoustic environments. Yeah.
I would love to see her live. I truly do, because it's one of those genres that sometimes depending on the caliber of the singer, and I would bet my house on her that you can, when there's singers that can capture this live, it's very impressive. You know, not many can, but it's very impressive.
I agree. Just sounds very natural, so.
No, she's actually taking a take there, I think.
Dan kamu hanya perlu terima.
Nice.
Dan tak harus memahami, dan tak harus berpikir.
She's actually very flowy as well, the pronunciation of things.
Ooh, yes.
Nafas untukmu, jadi tetaplah di sini dan mulai menerima.
So there's no use of accents, just different pronunciations.
Different inflections.
Inflections, that's it.
Mengerti semua ini mencari arti.
Absolutely stunning.
Selamanya takkan berhenti. Ingin
Yeah, this is one of those examples of sometimes, like, yeah, dude, it doesn't matter what language you speak or where you're from, right? I'm sure the lyrics do add a lot of value, not to detract value from that, but you can show this to anyone and it would have the exact same feeling you know, that we're having right now. Maybe someone that can speak the language fluently. Maybe the people who can speak the language fluently is just enhanced.
Absolutely.
You know, but because of the storytelling aspect of it. But it's ballads seem to do that really well, regardless of the language.
Well, there is so much value in melody and delivery and music composition
And her voice,
of the
course.
tracks. Of course, that's what I mean, melody value overall. So there, when you're able to bottle that up in one little person like Mirriam, you really find yourself engulfed in the experience, regardless of language. It goes beyond language. Even though the language itself is what's creating such a beautiful atmosphere.
Yeah.
So the auditory experience of it is absolutely fantastic. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Rindu ini menjadi satu.
Man, sing like an A.
Biar waktu yang memisahkan.
Absolutely stunning. I adore her modulation.
Dude, I'm a big fan of this girl.
Me too. She's able to maintain stillness. That's so difficult.
Cobalah mengerti semua ini mencari
Mancha, right.
arti. Selamanya takkan berhenti.
You see, there's so much value in that melody. You're hooked.
Rasakan rindu ini menjadi satu. Biar waktu yang
It's a great song, just to begin with.
Oh, nice fullness. She just plays so well with that modulation.
I mean, and this is
Yes.
perfect. It suits her whole sort of like
Sound.
and aesthetic and
Fantastic.
so the E's are very open. They're not very E-E.
They're not closed
they're
vowels.
not
They're
closed.
very open. Yeah. More like an A sound rather than an E. An I, yeah.
There's Mengert,
Mengerti.
right.
Absolutely stunning.
True Sumatera.
That
She's
is
so smiley and
cool.
nice.
I really like it. I think she's got such melody to her natural vocal quality, and also, I mean, she could sing for days with that vocal texture and never get tired.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
so
fantastic.
the environment allows her to do that type of stuff, and sort of like it doesn't go down that route of you know, sometimes when you go maybe a bit more pop and you start the fireworks and dance and all this stuff that's coming around, this type of genre is virtually impossible to do. But it is very interesting to see the evolution of her career and her singing career, because sometimes you do have to sacrifice certain things in order to, I don't know, perhaps try new things. You also saw a bit of fullness there, right, in an instance, so it'd be interesting to then maybe see power ballads if she could give that a go, or things like that, or maybe she has already. But yeah, very, very intriguing. Let us know maybe what your thoughts about it, and more about Mirriam.